Hey everyone, it's Jess from Eco Cultura. Happy New Year. I'm gonna make a... Sakura! Cállate el hocico, por favor! Okay. Hey everyone, it's Jess from Eco Cultura. Happy New Year. I'm making a video with my pup, Patrick. Well, he's actually looking for a new home, and today is actually the 30th, but I made this video for the new year. Anyways, I just wanted to, talk about composting and trash reduction. About 30 to 40% of our trash is compostable food and food that we just throw away that can either be eaten by homeless people or people that are unhoused, or animals, or us. We can just stop throwing away our leftovers and actually eat them. Composting is a huge positive contribution to the earth, and it drastically reduces our trash. So if you check out my website, it's still ecoculture.org, ECOCULTURR.org, but it's in the process of being changed to ecocultura.eco, and I'm getting the domain switched. So anyways, I'll update my, this YouTube channel when it is updated, okay? But I have some of my compost bins here as an, oh, sorry, Patrick. Patrick just did a backflip. I partnered with Martha Stewart, okay? And this is one of the compost bins that she made. It's a compost bundle starter. Super cute. It's got like a wood, it's getting out of focus. Jesus, camera. Wood handle, okay? Super cute, super classy. Has a lid, just take it off. Actually has on the lid, not carbon, it's hemp filter, okay? And the compost starter that I have on my site from Martha Stewart has 6 hemp compost filters that you can add, you can change. And I think, honestly, they would last 6 months to a year. You can wash them. They're pretty hard and sturdy. You feel like they're durable and stuff. And inside of this, excuse you, Patrick, is a little liner that you can put your compost in. Ouch. Patrick. Ow. I'm going to put this puppy away. He wants to play around and I can't trust him. I hit my hand on the compost bin. He's got the hiccups. You want him? Please take him. Anyways, it has this liner on the inside. You could throw all your compost in it, and when your compost is ready, just pick it up and take it out. I highly suggest taking out your compost every 2 to 3 days. That's what I am getting in the habit of doing, but I'm notorious for throwing out my compost like once or twice a month, and when it gets to that point, it gets pretty stinky, let me tell you. Okay, so this is the Martha Stewart one. Check out on my website, ecoculture.org. That's currently what it is, but it will be ecocultura.eco. And I have it at a pretty good price. And it's a price that you like and that you're comfortable with. And it has that name brand Martha Stewart on it, okay? Check it out. Here's another compost bin I got on my website. This is like only $30 or $35. Compost, home kitchen compost bucket with lid and handle, odorless compost bucket for food waste. That's what it says on it. If my camera goes into focus, dang it. Oh, there we go. Okay, and this also has a handle to carry. It's kind of like hard to top off. Oh, that wasn't a good example. But it's a sturdy lid because you don't want your compost bin to just fall over and compost just to go everywhere. But it's like take it off like that. It's a little bit troublesome to just easily take it off, but it's not too hard to the point where you can't get it off. It's just if it spills, it won't. And this also has a carbon filter on the inside. And one thing that I'm looking for to put on my website is carbon filters like this. But this honestly could last like a year. Just wash it maybe lightly every 3 months. And that's what helps keep the smell of compost neutralized. Neutralize it. Check out this tin compost bin on my site. Maybe $35, free shipping, at a price that you like and love. And here is let me get the other two that I have in the back. Here's another one, just very similar to the one that I just showed you, but it just simply has compost on it, if you can see. Just says compost. Just simple. It has that lid too with the carbon filter, which is good because, you know, it's like you don't want these filters, I mean these lids to just come off easily, okay? You want it to be sturdy and on there. Another $35, okay? Check it out. This is a cool outdoor compost bin if you have like a little garden and you have worms that you know of. This is perfect because you can just dig a hole. This is like 1.5 feet. You just dig a hole and you put that in your garden. You fill it. You just put it in there. You unscrew the lid, and you take your best compost that you know your worms love, and you just stuff it in there like that. And then you stuff all your compost that's already dug in your ground in this compost worm bin, and you screw it back on. Just let them do the work. This is like a, ooh, Patrick has escaped. Hold on. Let me get him. Yeah, he's you know, he's a puppy. I have another size. It's a little bit smaller, if you have maybe a smaller garden. This is like only $15-20. Check out the site. It's got the prices on there. It's all free shipping. Okay, all free shipping. Anyways, here's this another compost bin example I have. It's cute. It's like a little trash bin. Got a little handle, and there's actually stuff in here, but it's not food. It's not compost. It's other stuff I have on my site. Another carbon filter on the inside keeps the smell reduced. Okay, and if you're really looking to refurbish yourself in the new year, a good way is connecting with nature and getting involved more with nature and begin composting, because as soon as I began composting, my life changed. I lost 30 pounds. I cured my depression naturally. I made $1 million, and there was something else I did that was really fantastic after I started composting. Oh, I mean, I just discovered more of who I truly am, I guess. Still on that self-discovery journey, of course. It's confusing. It's weird being a human sometimes. It's easier being a puppy. Anyways, yeah. So composting. What else can I say about it? What can you compost? There's 4 components to it: oxygen, water, which is H2O, nitrogen, and carbon. Nitrogen components are things from like vegetable scraps, fruit scraps. I think that the carbon aspect, I think that eggshells and coffee grains would be considered nitrogen, I think. And then the carbon aspect could be like paper, dried leaves, dried grass clippings, other clippings from stuff outside, and paper and cardboard, and those coffee filters that you make your coffee in. And one thing that you can compost is rotted or food that has gone bad, per se. Food that, you know, vegetables and fruits that you can't eat anymore because it's got mold, or it's, you know, slimy now, or something gross or whatever. Excuse me. Well, the things that you can't compost is anything from an animal. No urine, no poop from an animal, except for cows and cow dung. That's actually pretty good for the compost, which is manure, pretty much. But no dog poop, no cat poop, none of their pee, none of their fat, none of their meat, none of their milk. So no like bodily fluids or from animals. But maybe you can put like a placenta in compost, or like semen in the compost. I think that works. But you don't want to put no bodies in there. No animal bodies, no human bodies, okay? But there is actually a compostable casket, and there's a company, I don't remember what they're called, I need to look them up, but I would love to start selling compostable caskets, because they're super affordable. very low priced, and it has this special mycelium that's made within the surroundings of it. I'm not sure, honestly, I don't know enough to fully speak on it, but what it does is it facilitates a human body to compost, to soil, and to grow plants under it. And that may be weird, but literally everything that we're walking on, everything that we're growing things on, this soil that we're on is literally a bunch of accumulation of animal poop, human poop, and human bodies and animal bodies, and parts from mountains and plants and all this stuff. Because it's like, if you think about it, we've had, I don't know how many humans have been on this earth, but we have a 8 billion population right now. So kind of makes you think, maybe we've had like trillions of humans, I don't know. But where did all their components go when they died? You know, because we all pass away, we're all organic matter. And it's just something part of life. It's a circle of life. We all become part of that dust that we came from, which is originally from the stars, which was molded with God's hands and blew that and became into us, you know. But yeah, we're on this earth planet right now, and everything's cool. We're super comfortable, a little too comfortable. We have a little bit too much Amazon orders going on. We're in a really gluttonous state, and it's gluttonous because we have so many things. We live better than kings and queens did. Many people do, most people do, and yet we're so miserable. And that's okay. It's all part of the process. But to help, Mother Earth doesn't need any help. She's fine. She doesn't need us doing anything except for remembering our symbiotic relationship that we have with the earth. Because if we didn't have this earth, we wouldn't exist. And mark my words, the next 2 generations, things are going to become a little bit hostile in terms of the weather here on this planet. Unmeasurably unlivable places, droughts, less food, long list of just stuff happening. And a beautiful part of it is that we can come together as a community in terms of the human species, and peacefully working together and accepting our differences and accepting all of our different cultures, and just seeing each other as the human beings that we are, which is beautiful and different. Instead of being disrespectful, like we're disrespectful to the earth, working together and looking at ourselves and changing our habits, like reducing our trash and composting, would drastically change a lot of things. If you remember over COVID, the ozone layer like healed itself. I don't know how much it healed itself, but a huge portion of it healed itself is because we weren't driving. A lot of us were inside and we weren't buying that much and weren't throwing that much things out or whatever. But yeah, it's a cool time we're in, but we just gotta start working together, changing our trash habits in our homes and in our businesses, and composting. That's a huge thing. That is the message behind Eco Cultura, is composting, number one, and gracefully throwing away trash, which means a trash reduction. My dog's going crazy outside. Anyways, in my personal life, I have reduced the amount of trash that I throw away every month to about a small grocery size bag. And that's because of a system that I created, and I follow as best as I can, even though I am not 100% off grid or green. I'm still in this modern world. I still do my thing, okay? But my impact in terms of my carbon footprint has drastically reduced over the past 5 years. And it's through a system that I created and I follow. And I will have that available on my website. Check it out, ecoculture.org. Culture doesn't have an E at the end. Have an E at the end, it has an R. But it's gonna go to ecocultura.eco. It's not that hard. Just check on the links, because whenever my site gets updated with the correct domain, it will be updated on my bio. Okay, but yeah, you can get any of these compost bins that I showed you, super affordable. I have some other bigger ones for outside. I also have payment plans on my site. You can get something, a product through PayPal, and you can do pay in full, or you can do a PayPal credit card, just to make it a little bit easier. It's 0% interest for the first 6 months of the payment processing, but the PayPal and 4 is actually pretty good. Yeah, anyways, and plus, you know, I would love for people to buy from me and from my website. That's awesome. But honestly, I think that we can all use what we have already. There's so many things that we can use already to compost and reduce trash. So if you don't want to buy something from me, that's totally fine. That's awesome. Just subscribe and like and engage. And, you know, comment below, like, you know, if you have any questions of what else can you use as a compost bin instead of a conventional one, or one that I have on my site, or one that's available online. If you need to start composting right now, there's so many things that you can do right now to reduce trash and reduce our carbon footprint, reduce climate change and global warming. Global warming or global warming? I think it's warming. Anyways, I got a text, so I gotta go. Dr. Jacqueline Dawson. Okay. Happy New Year. Till next time.